Hello, just a hunch. This is just me throwing it out there, but I think this solar eclipse was a jailbreak. The only place they had partial viewings in South Africa, which is very interesting, right? Because right before this happened was the Omicron stuff in South Africa. So, and I want to say maybe even Australia. I mean, you know how crazy it is over there. But they only got partial views. The only place in the whole world that got the full show was Antarctica. And the last time it happened was November 2003, and this is a big deal to me because this is literally the day, the month, excuse me, the month and the year I left for the military. Now, in the movie The Thing, you have the, let's just call it the aliens crash land in Antarctica, and then that's what takes over the Antarctic base, and they have a big. It's I'm actually watching it right now. I started watching it yesterday. I've seen that movie quite a bit, but it's been a little bit. I'm pretty familiar with it, and so the biggest thing so far is that the alien ship comes and crashes down in Antarctica. I don't think there's much to it more than that. I don't think they get into much of the story or anything like that. I don't remember it per se, that part, as far as the explanations of everything goes, but we'll see if there is, and I'll make another video. But I don't think so. I think they just show the very beginning, this thing crashing down, and then the rest is just chaos and murder. Um, but that is symbolic of the fallen angels being cast down to earth. And that's important because I believe the book of Enoch does make a pretty good, it does seem to reference that the fallen angels are in prison in Antarctica. It does seem to kind of allude to that. And not only that, it says in the North Pole, the Arctic, that there is the glorious device that basically runs like the machine, basically. And if you watch Transformers, the first live action Transformers movie, the Allspark, the cube that they're all after is in, I think, the Arctic Circle. It's the Antarctic or the Arctic, either. It doesn't matter to me. They're talking about roughly the same shit. So you have the Book of Enoch, you got your couple movies here and there. And then I just think that's the only place that really got the full view. There's a lot of this stuff. A lot of people kind of got their antennas up for Christmas Eve. I do myself, and I did last year, and I made videos about it and what happened on Christmas, the first ever suicide bombing in the United States. So because I've been looking for something all this month, I'm still looking for that day-changing event. It did happen in November 19th, like I expected, but that was only for Austria because that was when the mandatory vaccination thing came about. But I'm talking for the whole globe, if not specifically for the United States. And we have people finding things about. There's one book or something called The Heroes of La Palma, or there's some kind of big thing on Christmas Eve that happens in the book. The cover of the book has a tsunami or some shit on it. I still don't think La Palma is going to cause a tsunami, but it doesn't matter because I do think the tsunami is going to happen either way. So whether it's caused by La Palma, another volcano, some kind of earthquake, or quote unquote me and you and cow farts, I still think it's going to happen. The Saturn and Uranus square, the third of the year, with the other two this year being very tumultuous. This eclipse altogether, lots of crazy things happening all around the world. Hacks, sites going down. I have a friend who works at Amazon, and that hack that just happened, or the system going down just a couple days ago, was a big deal. And he said they kept it all under wraps, which they did because it wasn't reported on the Drudge Report until like 5 or 6 o'clock that afternoon. And I saw it only one time mentioned on Zero Hedge earlier in the day. But it caused all kinds of havoc because he works there, and he said it was a big deal. So you have that. The Christmas tree being set on fire, man, is very. That's one of those, that's what I mean. It's just kind of it's kind of hard not to be like, yeah, we'll see, we'll definitely see. But yeah, so we should expect things to get worse, crazier, and whatever, more chaotic because these things have been loosened. That's what I think. That's what I think that Eclipse represented. There's all sorts of other things I could go into. I don't want to go on and make a long video, but I just feel like you got the Book of Enoch and a couple other movies, and that place is death. There's nothing that lives there. I mean, there's nothing that lives there. and the sun or the light is kept on it for a long time out of the year where it doesn't even set. So it's like that place is the center of attention in a sense, meaning all eyes are on it. There's nothing grows there. Nobody even really lives there. There's only like 1,000 people a year that work or live there. It's the perfect place for some criminals, if you ask me. We will see. We will see, man. But we've got this eclipse in 2024. Pluto finishing its revolution, its return for when the United States was founded in the Declaration of Independence. We're in Neptune changing signs. Huge, massive earthquakes happen when that happens. So it's just gonna happen, people. And all you've got is your love and faith to get you through it. And it's never too late, believe it or not. That's what the movies say. That's what the books say. Then that must be the truth, even despite how I feel sometimes. Because what movie hasn't come to life or come to reality or come to fruition or come true? Seriously. What have you done for love today? Will the sun be there for you? Oh my.